this. I think there's a lot of gyan and things that I have mentioned, but then we have a lot of fun. And I would like to say that some of these are learning. And I believe that, if I just tell him that, you know what, grooming is for not just for women, it's for men also, probably it won't have that sort of an impact. So what we generally do at home is we just have fun and we just live it naturally. So what you see here, for example, is both my son and I doing a facial. And if you see, he's worn a hairband which is same as mine, so there's absolutely nothing like a discrimination of color, and he had no objection to it because that's the norm in the house. So that was just a snippet of what it is, and we keep putting this up on social media because I believe that just like the way I have been inspired by a lot of other moms, someone can get inspired by me too. Similarly, on the other side, you see boys talk, and it talks of simply periods. I mean, periods is a topic which is a very taboo topic, but I ensure that, at home, it is just periods. And we talk about it, we have discussions, my son knows about it, and a quick snippet of, how this video looks like. This is not the entire video, but I just wanted to bring up a snippet to say, what are the different things that we can do to make it more fun and not very, like dictating terms out to the kids. So we can have them more involved and yet have a lot of fun and learning. So to wrap it, I think I just want to say that it's not just all about the serious talks. There's a lot of fun, and fun not necessarily means, doing something very perfect. We just have some crazy times. We let ourselves completely loose, irrespective of what people think, irrespective of, in that moment, what matters is how we feel. So before I probably formally end my, thoughts, I would just play this with the hope that, we would all enjoy it together. So that's totally what we are, and how I think I have been balancing my work life and my personal life and spending time with my son. I've just realized that the best way to manage it is one, of course, use the circle of motherhood that I spoke of. And I think we should take things a little lightly, drop those additional baggages, make ourselves as light as possible, and just dance into, the journey ahead.
So I just got a couple of questions, Sikta. First one is, where do you draw the line between work and family? Is that at all, especially now that work from home has become almost the norm, how do you draw a line, or where do you draw the line between work and family?
So honestly speaking, Ranjan, I mean, pre-pandemic, probably the line could be drawn, but with this pandemic and with the way things have changed, it becomes a little difficult to draw that line between, family and work, because everybody is at home. So, you have your kids having online classes, you're working from home. So with everyone being at home, drawing that line becomes difficult. But I think what is important here, and the way I have been addressing this, is by, like I said, being real. So I let my son know that, like the way he has his classes and he does not get disturbed and he would like to progress. Similarly, I have my aspirations, my things, and there could be a bit of overlap, but I promise him a particular time in a day. I look through in my calendar, I ensure there is that family time, maybe not consistently at the same time, but it is definitely available, so that we are able to balance in spite of the line being very blurred.
Yeah, but I guess, Sikta, it's much easier to address it with your son. But what about drawing a line at work?
Yeah, no, you're right, Ranjan. Drawing a line at work is definitely difficult, but it is not impossible, because I think today the situation is such that everybody is in the same state. Right? I think majority of the people, like the other day, I heard one of the leaders speaking, and it was the exact same question. He said, I do not draw a line because I try to balance my work. but there isn't a line telling so much time is for work and so on. So I think with that understanding on the other side as well, and with everyone being on a similar situation, and probably not, it's not just the working mothers who are working from home, but it's everyone. So I think that is where it becomes easy today, because people have that understanding that it's not easy to draw the line. For example, I let my people know that 3 to 3:30 I am not available because I need to pick my son up, from some of his classes. So I set expectations that there are certain things and I need to prioritize them during my work time. So by setting those expectations, I think it still becomes manageable.
The next question is, Sikta, you did talk about earlier in your talk where we expect women to be sacrificing, right? Some of their personal interests. Now, the question is coming back on the same thing. Where do you again draw the line between your personal interests and your family and work responsibilities? Is there a time at all for you to pursue your passion and then, or do you just give it up in the interests of the work and the family?
I think a large portion of it lies with the woman, right? To how to figure out what they would want to prioritize. Because if I have to speak for myself, I prioritize myself time, my growth, because I believe that if I am a better person is when I would be able to manage things. My son would be a better person, and overall, it would be good for the family with my learning. So I would say I don't think it's about a line being drawn. I think it's about prioritizing, because probably if you had asked me the same question when my son was maybe about just a toddler or an infant, I would have prioritized him and not my self, because to me that was priority. So I think it's about the woman to decide what is a priority and then pursue it, and that's where I think dropping those baggages becomes important, Ranjan, because if you're going to hold those baggages of I am expected to sacrifice, so it's okay. I'll let go of my time, or maybe I'm just expected to do multiple things. So it's basically the guilt that I was talking about. I mean, if you're going to hold those baggages, it's definitely going to become difficult for you to move forward, because it's difficult with so much of luggage on your shoulder. Obviously, you moving forward is going to become difficult. But the moment you lighten yourself up, I think it just becomes easy for you to see when to prioritize your own self versus probably family, seek support and help, and do what you think, pursue your passion.